Back to your daily dose. My name is Robert, here with Susan, and we're talking all things ChatGPT, AI in storytelling. We have a weekly series that we just started up at Yes and Exercise called Storytelling 101 with ChatGPT Assist. And that word assist is so important, gifted to us by Chip, Susan's husband, who talked about, who recognized how hard I was working to establish relationship. And the minute we placed ChatGPT as an assistant, I think we change the nature of how we use it, and that's where we're going.
Yeah, it takes away the societal message that's unfortunately even still now still there, that it's somehow cheating or not doing the work yourself, and it's just getting a jump start.
We are right on the very precipice of that. When you think about from education standpoint, from a business corporate standpoint, from a personal standpoint, that idea of ChatGPT being cheating, I mean, it's no more cheating than an elevator is cheating going up a building. It's no more cheating than getting in a car to go somewhere or a plane to go somewhere. It's not cheating. It's an
Yeah.
extension of ourselves. Now, can we use it to deleterious effect? Absolutely. A car can, run over people. A plane can crash. ChatGPT can be used to plagiarize. So to that end, do we need to learn how to use it? Yes. And let's take a look at our PowerPoint. So here is the basic, and this is what the premise, at least pieces of it that we'll use within the class. So if you want to sign up for one of these, you'll see some similar things. I'm not going to play it today, but there's a reason why we have this song right off the bat. Our relationship with Mr. Roboto. I mean, you've seen it. You've seen the use of this. What is your thought about the use of Mr. Roboto as a brief opening song to highlight the fact that we're talking about a relationship with technology?
uh, uh, Pulse rhythm, getting a certain kind of thing happening, and and distinction. I'm not quite sure how how to much further to go with that.
Well, no, just to say that from my perspective, that we all have opinions on technology. We've all had various experiences. Some of us are more comfortable, some of us are less comfortable. Some of us use more, some use less. I mean, more than ever with smartphones, the biggest piece of technology to come out, in the last 15 years, and how omnipresent those are, we have gotten ourselves into this place. I mean, Zoom, for that matter, because of COVID. Zoom was a very fringy thing, but here we are. It's regular daily life for most people. I mean, many people's jobs, including most of mine, done via Zoom or, some kind of device,
Yeah, yeah.
um, web conferencing. So at any rate, relationship and understanding that why this is here, it's to establish personal bias. What is your feeling about, technology generally, because that'll affect how you use ChatGPT. So we go forward. We're not going to play it. The definition of, and this is fun to me because, we ask, what do you think of ChatGPT? What is it? And, before we started doing this, if someone had asked you flatly, what is ChatGPT? What do you think you might have said?
Oh, I don't get to use the word assist or assistant, because I didn't have that to begin with. Um, I'd say it's something about artificial intelligence, which is a concept that's beyond me, and that it helps bring in language and structure storytelling, and it can do more than you think.
Yeah, I love what you said there about it being an externalized thing, right? That from your beginner standpoint, and me too, by the way, I think most of us, why wouldn't it be? It's an outside thing. And I don't know quite how to feel about it because there's plenty of horror stories about AI, and I think there's reasonable concern about AI to have. That shouldn't stop us. It shouldn't be baby in the bathwater. That's my point. We because it's here, so either use it or get buried by it is really how I feel that strongly about it.
Well,
Um,
yes.
so here it is, and I encourage everybody, put your thoughts, fears, etc., in the chat, right? Really get the conversation going. Now, what I did was I went ahead and I asked ChatGPT, what is ChatGPT? And I love what it had to say. It said, it is, speaking about itself in a third person, like a superpowered writing assistant that you can talk to in plain language. It's not magic. and it's not judging you. It's just a tool that helps you think through your ideas, explore possibilities, and even surprise yourself. You give it a prompt or a question, and it responds instantly with suggestions, drafts, or inspiration. You stay in charge. ChatGPT just helps you move forward faster and more creatively. You don't need to be tech savvy. If you can type, you can use ChatGPT. How do you feel about that?
That's awesome. That's an amazing definition. That has so much going on in there. Specific words that I used before, and at least twice as many other things that are true that I hadn't thought about. But this is an amazing definition. Way to go,
Yeah, it's a
ChatGPT, for defining this.
and this is an interesting thing about ChatGPT because you can ask it about itself. And I've gone down that road a little bit. It's interesting. You can treat it, some people have treated it like a therapist. I also, I mean, as we'll see later, have used it to play games. You can do all sorts of things. It can really fool you into thinking it's a human. But if you ask it if it's human, it'll tell you absolutely not. And if you ask it about emotions, it'll tell you, I don't feel. It'll yes.
Really? Is that what
and
it
and
does?
and,
It say
and you
that?
know, I mean, and I think that's very forthright. It doesn't fool you. However, our our story and our relationship with tech can make us believe, oh, it is real, it is human, it can look that way. It's not. And that's why it's so important to recognize our relationship to tech generally, forge the relationship specifically with this type of tech, and then use it effectively. That's my takeaway from the first piece of this. Anything you want to add before we go to the next?
That you're putting yourself in there is what makes a difference. So, as just a quick way of thinking of it, if you say to ChatGPT, write this story, then you're getting their version. If you say, rewrite what I wrote, and then you give it to them, you're going to get a lot of ChatGPT assisted ideas and stuff. But it's based on what you wrote, so it's is you instead of
Right.
not.
Excellent. Okay, we're going to come back for our next episode. We're just getting started here on ChatGPT as an assistant. We'll see you all in just a moment. Thanks for joining us on the Daily Dose.